Let's take a look at how to add files to your class using the drag and drop method. Step 1 is to turn editing on. Step 2 is to locate the files on your computer. In this case, I have them all organized in a folder. Step 3, highlight all the files. And step 4 is to drag them in to the section of the course where you want them to go. So you can see here that they'll be added at the bottom of whatever section I drop them into. So let's put them here in the first week. We do have one option because some of these are image files, whether they should be displayed or whether they should be just uploaded. So I don't want them to be showing on the course page, so I'm just going to upload them and create a file resource for those image files. And it depends on the speed of your internet connection and the size of the files as far as how long this will take. But in this case, they're all here. And now, because all of these files are in a format that Moodle can display, we can just click on them to see what's going on. So this one's a video. It plays back. It's in Flash format. These are PDF files. And these last two are image files. So they show up all in Moodle. So there we go. Another option with drag and drop is that you can create a zip archive and drag that into Moodle, and it will unzip it. So this is handy if you have multiple files and, for example, you want to keep them in a folder. So let's switch back to our computer desktop. I'm going to make a folder here and I'll call it week 1 files. Now I'm going to put all of the files into that folder, and in this case it's the same on a Mac as it is on Windows. If you right click on the folder, you'll have an option to create a zip archive. Now the wording is going to be different on Windows. On the Mac it will say compress week 1 files, and I make that choice. Takes a moment, it creates a zip archive. Now I can drag that into Moodle. So if I do the same thing I did before, I drag it into the bottom of week 1, it gives me some choices. What do I want to do with week 1 files.zip? Unzip and create a folder, create a file resource, add a SCORM package. Well, we'll ignore the SCORM package because that's not what this is. If I wanted to create a file resource, I might do that if I was uploading a bunch of files that I wanted to make available for students to download as one archive. But in this case, I want to unzip the files and create a folder. So let's choose that. And we'll wait. Now, keeping them in a folder helps keep the course organized. We don't have as much scrolling. We don't have the long list of files that we have if we're adding a whole bunch of files at the same time. So that's just about done. When it's done, it will create the folder with the files in it, and it will get rid of the zip archive. And there we go. Now if we click on that folder, we can see a list of files, and then they will work the same way as the files did when they were visible on the class homepage. So that's it for drag and drop. Just remember, you have to turn editing on in order to use it. And when you drag things in, they always come in at the bottom of the week or the section of the course where you drop them. If you do need to move things around, you can use the move tool and drag things up and drop them into other parts of the class like that. And if you drag things in that you don't need, of course you can delete them.